Thank you, Atten. That was a much nicer landing this time. Alright, best guy. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Well done on the piloting, Atten. Nice smooth landing. Appreciate that. Obviously, we're taking Mandalore. Just because I haven't taken them out in a while. If I need to switch to Bowdor or Mira, do let me know.
Just say the word.
I will do that, but... I haven't taken Atten out in so long he's still level 17. You're deeper in the jungle, very specific place you should bring Bowdor? Okay. So that nobody feels the need to spoil when, and I don't get paranoid about asking. I might just level Atten up and then switch back to Bowdor. Since we are indeed on the jungle planet. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. Having healing on all of my capable people who can do it, probably not a bad idea. Now, where actually are we? He landed us all the way on the opposite side of the frickin' moon, didn't he? Oh. Never mind. Spy Mandalorian.
Reporting as ordered, Mandalore. I can take you wherever you need to go.
Oh, that's nice.
It's up to you, Jedi. This soldier knows the terrain. He can get us where we need to go quickly, without needing to blast our way through herds of Canucks.
Thank you. Let's go.
Follow me, then.
Hey, what's up?
You received my message, then. A man named Kavar wanted to get a hold of you urgently. He said that the Queen had arranged safe passage to Onderon for you, but I don't know how good their offer is anymore.
What's changed?
This morning, General Vaklu met with the Council of Lords and declared that the Queen was guilty of treason. He'll be made regent if Talia and her royal guard are defeated. The military is divided on who to support.
Oh boy.
Civil war has fallen on Isis.
So I came all this way for nothing. How can we help Queen Talia?
I doubt that Queen Talia and her advisor will survive until nightfall. The balance of forces seem to favor Queen Talia. The royal palace is heavily fortified and defensible, and most of the soldiers are loyal to her. But Vaklu has new allies. Sith soldiers
great.
and their masters. The war has also driven the caged beasts in the streets mad. Braylor and I both concur. She doesn't stand a chance.
You underestimate the Force, Mandalorian. I sense that we may still get to Master Kavar in time. I sense there is something staring on the moon itself. Tell me, have your sensors picked up anything from Duxon?
Yes, we have. How? We picked up some transmissions from nearby in the jungle. Zuka's satellite relay has also picked up several shuttle launches with old Sith transmitter IDs. Some sort of staging base, perhaps.
The Sith forces must be stopped. Otherwise, the Mandalorian is right. Master Kavar and Queen Talia won't survive this day.
Dividing our forces at a time like this is foolhardy.
And this is why a common soldier will never triumph against a Jedi. Your military tactics are nothing compared to the Force. It is essential and inevitable that we face both enemies at the same time.
His name is Ghost. Say hi. Got new friends in chat. He's even got his own chat command. Little puppy cat. He follows me around like a puppy and has entire conversations with me, and occasionally comes to announce to me that he has woken up from his nap, just so that I know, I guess. It's very freaking cute. It's you. And very freaking floofy too. Yeah. An indoor snow generator all year round, aren't you? Glow in the dark cat over here. Can I put you down so I can have my arm back? Love you though. I'll get you some crunchies in a little bit. I have to lead the group heading to the Royal Palace, don't I?
You are correct. You must
She sounds
choose
surprised by
who
that.
will lead the expedition through the jungle to find our enemies and defeat them.
Got distracted by the cat. Did they say that? Did they say that the jungle group was going to be fighting Sith? Or are both groups going to be encountering Sith, most likely? I forget what the difference between the two groups was, but whether or not we're expecting the jungle group to be facing a bunch of Sith kind of affects who I choose for the job. Yeah, I got that part. The part that I missed was their description of the two enemies that we're facing and who's where. That's the part I'm trying to clarify. Okay. I wasn't so much asking for like a tell me who I'm going to fight spoiler, just a recap of what she just said, because I got distracted by the cat halfway through her sentence and I missed a couple lines of it. One specialist protecting security on each team. Gotcha. I was mostly debating because if they were saying that if we're expecting to fight Vaklu's forces with my team, or my part of the group, and the Sith are the other enemy, I'm trying to like piece together what she said right before the whole conversation about taking on both enemies at once. Like, who was where. Because if his Sith forces are primarily in the jungle, or if that's who they're going to deal with, then I want to send somebody who has... I want somebody force sensitive leading the team, I think. Jungle Assault team will need second strongest character in the combat. Oof. I don't think I've even had Disciple in combat once yet. Honestly, my second strongest is probably Mandalore, but he's not an option. I'm thinking Mira. Under the premise that I'm keeping Baldor with me, and he's kind of squishy anyway. And I genuinely don't think I fought a single combat with Disciple yet. Because, unfortunately, right after I picked up Disciple, I learned that, like, 90% of Baldor's influence opportunities required him being in the party. And that, like, 90% of Disciples were just, like, on ship dialogue. So I haven't brought him out yet. So I don't actually... I mean, he might be my second strongest, but I have no idea. And that seems an awfully risky thing to guess on. Yeah, that makes sense. That's just basic strategy. Like I said, I wasn't really looking for, like, how should I do this? I was really honestly just looking for what the fuck did she just say 3 sentences ago? Because that was the part I missed. Like, her description of his new, like, Sith allies or whatever, and the layout of the... Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, is I'm not looking for, like, how do I need to go about this? I overthink plenty on my own. In fact, I overthink so much that I gave up trying to not overthink and just doubled down and made it the theme of the whole freaking channel. It's even in my description. Because I just couldn't stop. I literally just missed her sentences. Like, when she was describing something about Sith allies, and basically the whole description that set up the whole conversation between her and Mandalore about, like, do we try and fight both enemies at once? Basically, the chunk that came right before that described why this is even a conversation, that's the part I missed. You know, the context for what the fuck is going on. I.e. the worst possible portion of the conversation to have missed. Trying to do something... Okay, Sith allies are trying to do something ambiguous in the jungle, needs to be addressed simultaneously. Gotcha, okay, thank you. Okay. I have mixed feelings about detection by Mandalore Ensign Scanner. Gotcha. I also haven't leveled up Disciple in a really long time. Probably since I first got him on the team. So that's another reason not to send him, because I assume I'm not going to get a chance to. Visas may have 1 level up. Only because the party leveled up after the Kunda fight. But I had her right before the Kunda fight, and she was caught up at that point. So if she's behind, she's only behind by 1 level. So I'm thinking either her or Mira. My hesitation about visas seems uncharitable, and I feel a little bad. But while I trust her to have my back, I feel like I don't know enough about her relations to other Sith, like aside from her master as a whole, to know whether putting her in charge of taking on a bunch of them would be a good thing or not. Either way, she should probably go on that team. Because out of the list that they've given me here, it's either her or Mira, I think, who are my strongest, my second strongest characters. At least that I know of. Like I said, Disciple I don't really know, but... Normally I would default to Atten because he's actually led part of the team on quite a few adventures before. Nar Shaddaa comes to mind. Rescuing my ass from a yacht comes to mind, you know, but in terms of like durability in combat, he's not as squishy as Bowdor, but he's a persistent one. He falls down, but he gets up again. You're never gonna keep him down, but he does go down semi-easily. So... Visas could be... Assigning her as the leader would be interesting, because I'm not sure Kreia would approve, but it would be a public vote of confidence in her loyalty, which is to everybody, including her, which could be interesting. Mira... Right, okay. Mira is one of the ones you can prestige. One other thing to consider while I'm overthinking everything, is that Visas doesn't actually, now that I'm thinking about it, seem much like a leader. She seems far more at ease with the follow and serve sort of role, to the point where she keeps trying to put herself in it, despite my protests. So... giving orders might not be her strong suit, honestly. think we're going to go with Mira. We're probably going to send Visas with them, but Mira's survival skills may prove invaluable to that group.
I'll do it, but you're still my bounty. You won't lose me this easily.
You should send 2 others to go with the leader. Who else will accompany the expedition?
Oh, I forgot all about Goto. I've been neglecting the droids a lot, actually. Oh. I just realized you said that they'd need your second strongest character in combat, not necessarily leading the expedition, but there, which means I should probably send Mandalore. Unless there's a reason why I need to bring him with me, I'm probably going to send him... Well... I wish I could remember what Mira's security skills look like. Atton and Baldor are my skill monkeys. I don't remember at all what Goto can do, to be totally honest. I haven't taken him off the ship yet either. I should, because from a meta out of game, like, intriguing character's perspective, he is interesting. From an in-game perspective, he's annoying as fuck. And the one hasn't managed to overcome the other yet. Okay. I'm going to ask 2 very simple yes or no questions. Specifically because I am trying to avoid major spoilers while not fucking myself over with my overthinking. First question. Is there any risk of permadeath for any of these companions who I'm sending in the jungle team? I did play through Mass Effect. The suicide mission was extremely stressful. But at least they told me ahead of time. Okay, thank you. Second question. Is influence affected by who I choose? Or rather, do I gain influence with people for picking them to go? Unsure, leaning no. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. That helps a lot. Because if the answer to the second one had been yes, I would be far more likely to risk one of the companions who I don't bring out as much, even if they are not fully leveled up or whatever. I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining about how many companions there are, because I really like it. And especially since they're all interesting in their own ways. But there are so many companions, it's hard to keep track of who has what skills. Mira's leading the team. I think she has decent security. It's stealth that she doesn't have that surprised me, because I expected that she would be a stealthy type, but she wasn't. I seem to remember having the impression that she was very roguelike, except for lacking the stealth. If I'm remembering that correctly, then I can send Mandalore and Visas for AoEs and support. and not worry about lacking too many skills. Mandalore has decent demolitions because I just leveled him up. Visas has very high stealth and like 3 points in security because I realized that she was stealthy but couldn't break into anything, and that wasn't very convenient.
Excellent choice. And who else?
Mandalore. Atten has only the base level heal horsepower, but he has all 3 levels of revitalize, like master revitalize. Visas has, I don't remember whether it's improved healing or master heal, and insanity, and either second or third level force lightning. I don't remember which. But I don't think she has revitalize at all. But Atten is more the skill monkey.
Very well.
Visas,
now are
I
you
guess.
certain of your choices?
Yeah.
Mandalorian warriors will go with you to find the enemy camp. Just let me know when you want to head out. If you need supplies, talk with Kex. After you get into the jungle, you might not have another opportunity to stock up. Let me know if you want to go now.
Mandalore will gather the scattered clans. We will triumph.
Yes? Is something wrong? Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Like they were just sitting here in the middle of the floor. Nobody's paying us any attention.
I try to treasure these moments before the next crisis begins. That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
I've asked him this before. I don't remember if I've gained influence with him since the last time. Training you to feel the force again.
I think you are right. It is time.
Oh!
I have watched
I
you.
guess I have.
You have become strong in the Force again. But that is not all. You have achieved a center in the chaos around us, and I have felt it, my master. The one intended for me, left to fight in the Mandalorian wars. Now she has returned. And I ask her now if she will train me in the ways of the Force.
Your feelings on this matter clear. Become a Jedi is no easy path.
They are. The one who was to be my master was lost at Malachor 5. I want you to teach me the ways of the Force. To become a Jedi Knight. What I meant to be.
Let us meditate. Open ourselves to the Force. I'm slowly adding new Jedi. I'm gathering my own little, was thinking of flock? The right word? Thinking of like a bunch of little ducklings. Like I'm gathering them all to me. I create my own little flock of Jedi ducks. I don't know why this became the analogy, but here we are. Imagine the initial teachings of the Jedi. Your first steps within the Enclave. Remember the wind among the plains of Dantooine. Feel of life around you. Think of what you felt when our paths crossed again. And at last, see the galaxy through the Force. Michael has taken his first steps on the path of a Jedi Consular. He'll grow in the ability as he travels with you and learns what you know of the Force.
The Mandalorians will rise again.
Yes? Is something wrong? That is hardly
Mandalore will gather the scattered clans. We will triumph.
Yes. Is there something you wish to do for me?
For you? No. Considering I saved you, you could be more grateful.
The fact we are even having a conversation is gratitude. Usually, my conversations do not have the give and take that our current interaction does. And, of course, there is much more screaming on the part of the listener when the torture field is activated.
And you wonder why I don't take you out. Like I said, in character, annoying as fuck.
Mandalore will gather the scattered clans. We will triumph.
Something up?
Kind of a funny time to ask him to teach me how to play Pazak.
Yes, General?
The Mandalorians will rise again.
Yeah, something wrong?
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Our numbers swell. Our training honed. The galaxy will fear us once more. The Mandalorians will rise again.
Give me 1 second.
Mandalore will gather the scattered clans. We will triumph. Mandalore will gather the scattered clans. We will triumph.
don't think Kex has life support packs, does he?
Hear us once more. It's you again. Kelborn told me to give you these. He said it would help you out.
You still holding a grudge?
You're still breathing.
Let's see what you have. Ah, he gave me one. That was actually what I was looking for in his inventory. Thank you. Unfortunately, you're correct. I might need them. I don't remember which key was to use to switch back and forth. Maybe I can't do it here. All right. We'll do our pre-mission save here.
Our numbers swell. Our training hones us. The galaxy will fear us once more. Yeah, what do you want?
Are you ready to head to the enemy base? It will be a long journey through the jungle.
Yes, party's ready to leave.
As you wish. Mandalore has arranged for special transportation to get to Isis.